Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. You're here with Diva. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So today's spirit card readings question is, how does this person see you? Okay, so their overall opinion of you, or what they think of you, or how they see you overall, their perception of you. It could be right, it could resonate with how you see yourself, as it could not be, but then again you have to kind of follow your intuition and your own discernment to kind of see if what I'm gonna say to you, good or bad, is definitely the way they do see you. Okay, so I will be using animal, spirit, and archetypes. I will present to you also all the decks. So you have Essential Tarot, which is pile 1. Okay, so this Essential Tarot, which is the magical tarot. Then you have the Night Sun Tarot, which is pile 2. Okay, so you have pile 2, which is Night Sun Tarot. Pile 3 is Dancing in the Dark, right here. Okay, pile 4 is the Golden Universal Tarot. I'll show you all the sides. And pile 5 is the famous Sexual Tarot. Okay, Sexual Magic Tarot. Tarot of sexual magic. Okay, so choose with your intuition, and you can go directly to your timestamps. It's right in the description box below, or the first pinned comment. I always put it there. So I will be shuffling the spirit animal just to kind of tap into what I need to, like, the way, like, the spirit animal will be representative of my idea of what, like, animal you could, like, I don't want to say this, but I don't like it, but it's like the energy of an animal connected to you. So it's like the flow. It's like, are you more cutesy? Are you more like intimidating? Are you more like I'm fearing you? Or it's like, is there something scary about you, like shark spirit perhaps? We'll see. Okay, so, or it's like there's something like you're motherly, you're very compassionate and friendly. You know, it's kind of differs from animal to animal. And if I have it in reverse, it's more like I'm kind of expecting you to have this on an internal way. As if, like, I believe that this is more internal. You don't necessarily show this in general. It's like your persona has this different way it manifests itself. But then again, if I were to kind of talk about the you that I know, I'll kind of use the internal that way. But if it's an external card, it's more like I have this idea that this is what type of person you are, and it's like, it's my idea of your physical impression, that flow. Okay, so I might know you as I might not know you, or it's like, even if I were to talk with you, I'm perhaps the type that's not really like get to know. Perhaps I'm more like judgmental on a physical level. Okay, so it can kind of like give me ideas about who I could be and what my personality is like. Okay, it's like, am I more judgmental? Am I more like less judgmental, more about knowing people, etc.? That flow. Okay, so I could kind of give you ideas about that perhaps. Okay. So how I see which animal would kind of embody your internal energy as per me, whoever we're reading about, whoever you came here for, or like, how do I judge you to be? My opinion of your physical body. Are you like a 10 on 10 perhaps? It could be. We're going more like flirty and just judging you based on your looks and how well your body is proportionate. If I kind of am the type that gives value to that, you'll know. Okay, it's like I objectify your body, and there's nothing wrong with doing that, of course. Okay, specifically today, as I'm more like, perhaps I don't really look at the body, I look at the mind perhaps, or it's like I look at the actions, or it's like I look at the brains. Do you have the brains, or are you just like dumb inside? Anyways, we'll see. Because you could definitely look like a killer person, but then again, how are your brains? And if I'm the type of person you're here for, that values brains, okay? Not everybody's like that, okay? So I'm kind of like just tuning in, tapping in, or giving you an example, okay? Because the triggering as shit, it doesn't need to be, okay? But I don't want to sugarcoat anything, okay? So you will click off if ever I'm triggering you, or it's like you feel like you're not feeling good, starting to kind of like touch the nerves. Click off, please, okay? Like, I don't want to hurt anyone. This is for entertainment's sake. I don't want to like make you a laughing stock, nor do I want the person to feel like a laughing stock here, okay? So it's definitely just be discerning or witness the whole situation. Okay, like when I'm saying witness, it's more like there's nothing right, there's nothing wrong. You have to trust your own self here. I don't know anything. You know better than me. Okay, remember that. So the archetype is more like the archetype I give to you. Okay, like as per me, what archetype would represent you the most. That's how we're gonna kind of like talk about you in my eyes, or in my opinion, or in my brain, or as per my judgment, okay? Or what I've observed from you, okay? Or what I usually observe. It's gonna give you like a bit of a perception ideas, like how your person might think, their patterns when they kind of like look at people, perhaps. I don't know. It's like there's such ways of like patterns, you'll be surprised, okay? I work at the airport, so I meet many different types of people with different types of mentalities and judgments, no judgments, many things, okay? So that's how I can kind of tap into certain stuff. But then again, it's just my opinion, okay? It's my discernment. This is Diva's creation work, okay? That's it. So we're ready. Now, pile one, whoever chose Essential Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy this time. Okay, so guys, we're gonna try to give you an idea of how they see you, okay? But you will know if I'm gonna kind of give you something palpable or not, okay? So I want you to remember that you know better than me. I'm just kind of creating a Celtic spread. And like, you know better than me always, okay? So I trust you. You don't need to trust me unless you want to trust me. That's a different story. But you know better than me, okay? I'm not the one living, and I'm not the one who met the person, okay? I'm just creating something with immense then fate, and that's it, okay? And I'm believing that you have to click on this pile for this person, okay? So how does this person, whoever it is, sees you, okay? Like their opinion of you, etc. Okay. Okay, so what spirit animal would be your energy? So you have the deer. So I believe I see you as someone very gentle and tender and motherly, and you know, it's like definitely the deer, okay? Like a mother deer. You listen, very attentive, very nurturing. You could be a very good mother, or you're a good mother, okay? or you could be a good mother or a good father figure, but this one, it's more feminine energy. The archetype, the underground, it's very I'm not gonna say distorted, it's not really that, it's just that I need to find some kind of like because this one, it's like, if you really look at this card, it's really a bit disturbing, but you have a three-eyed I kind of look at it in the form of a deity, okay? It's like with a three-eyed little thing, but it could be something different. If you kind of look at this little guy here, it's a female or it's a guy, but I kind of look at it in the form of it's like a female deity. Like Mother Earth and underground could be all the, you know, like the intensity of a female, okay? Like the tongue element, or Kali is the word, Kali, goddess. But then again, it's funny because I have spirit animal that's like very gentle and motherly, and then I have the underworld. Kali could be representative of orgasm or that intensity of transformation, with the tongue outside and the eyes wide open with a third eye. It's a bit intense, okay? So on a overall, I need time, okay? We're just gonna kind of create a Celtic spread here. You have the Magician. Yeah, it's very... You could be in the arts of esoterics, this one, okay? Or like occult sciences, and or you could definitely be Indian, this one, okay? Like if you're Indian woman, something of the sort, because I really channel like Kali, okay? Like the goddess Kali. 10th eye is open, third eye is open, the tongue is outside. So you have a very vicious tongue, but then again, I can't even say that. Okay, so... you have the Six of Wands as the challenge here. So you have very intense card, okay? Like, it's funny that they see you. Like, it's... I don't know how to... I just need to open the Celtic spread, this one, okay? You have the King of Wands. With the Six of Cups. Okay, this one, it could be that you're the mother of my children. It could be that way, okay? But you're a fierce mother, that is, okay? You're a fierce wife or something. That way, it's like, you know when to speak, okay? Like, every man is a bit scared of their wives, perhaps, and this is an Indian man, or any man, okay? And this is, you're a woman here, okay? It could be a woman as it could be a man, but you have a vicious tongue, okay? Like, it's a, you're bold, you're kind of like, you know, like, you kind of play with the person's nerves or something. But then again, there's a tender genuinity to you that I cannot... Like, I can't say you're a bad person. This one. Who said Kali's a bad person? It's just that she's known as the goddess of destruction and transformations. Intense, like, woman like that. Okay? And I don't want to use Kali because I know how fierce she can be, like a goddess. But then again, who said it's all bad? It's all a question of embodying that element of that female that has no limit, okay? That way. The underground is definitely that vibe also, okay? So you could be a woman that's very nice internally, or a man who's very nice, gentle, motherly, but on a physical level, you look fearless, okay? Like, fierce, like a... I'm not saying you don't have the looks or something of the sort. Just say, look, you have intense eyes, that is, or it's like the way your eyes are open. It's definitely big eyes and like very talkative woman, okay, or man. It's like you have a very active throat chakra, perhaps, this one, okay, or you're bold and honest and you're persuasive and that kind, okay. It's more like it's intense like that. It's like you can definitely play with people's nerves a bit if you wanted. Or it's like just the fact that you talk to men, it's like or females, it's like you kill them somehow. I don't know. That kind. But then again, deep inside, you're definitely very nice woman or man. You have a tender, soft side to you. But on physically, you look like Godzilla or something. Okay, like I don't know how to say it. This one, it's like Godzilla is the word. You could have the looks. It's not a question of not having good looks. It's a question of like what your persona seems like to be. Or you're a very like strict mother or something of the sort. Okay, it's like you're very tender. You have a tender side to you. But then again, it's like when shit hits the fan, or your kid did something and it pissed you off, or your husband's not behaving properly, or your wife's not behaving properly, you say it. Okay, like that. And your eyes open up big time, and it's like frightening a bit, okay? Like there's fires in your eyes. Something of that sort, okay? And then you have the King of Swords. Definitely this energy, it's like, you know how to kind of like, I don't know how to kind of say it. It's more like, it's like you kind of hold people in your hands. Or if this is family members, it's like you know those baseball players that kind of like put the like they're on their finger, there's the ball, and they kind of turn it. It's like you're the person that's like turning your person, like it's like, but this is more your reaction. It's more like this is how you kind of make people feel. It's like whenever they're kind of pissing you off, you take them and in the form of a ball and you kind of turn them. So it could be in the form of metaphorically, you do this with people. As if like if they piss you off, or if they're asking you stupid questions when the reality is like right in front of them, and it's more like you're fed up from answering them. It's like kind of like play with them. It's a sarcasm you use, perhaps. It could be in the form of sarcasm, as it could be in the form of like they want your attention, so you give, like they just wanted your attention like 5%, you give them that 95% attention, which was too much for them, that they didn't want it. But then again, it's more like you're teaching them to kind of not bother you next time, kind of thing. Like, don't waste my time kind of flow a bit, okay? So we have a very nice side to us. You can have like that Godzilla kind of flow to you, okay? Like where you can come down on us, or it's like put us to our places, or it's like teach us a lesson. Then again, it's not really that. It's more like we asked for your little attention, but you gave us too much because you don't want us to bother you kind of flow, okay? It's that flow. But then again, it's like we triggered you, or we kind of want your attention, but it's more like you want us to be more independent, perhaps. I don't know. It's that flow a bit. And you have the Eight of Wands. Okay, look, we're gonna kind of like more with the underground, it's that flow, okay? So that's one characteristic. You will know if it's gonna resonate. You have a Godzilla side to you. I don't know. It's like, ugh. And then you have Ten of Swords with Ace of Cups. Okay, like we know you like us. It's like we know you love us, or it's that flow. With the Four of Wands, it's either you're my wife. Okay, you're my wife, and I'm very happy you're my wife, or you're my husband. Okay, it's not that I don't appreciate you at all. It's just that it's like sometimes it's like you have that Godzilla side to you. We're all used to, perhaps. I don't know if this one is more a family situation, or it's friends, or it's like childhood family members, or it's like siblings and all that kind of stuff, okay? It's more like you have that very nice side to you, as you have that Godzilla side. And overall, how I see is that you're a woman or a man that knows how to manipulate stuff, okay? Like, you know how to manage a house, you know how to manage the business, you know how to manage, I don't know, financial sheets, whatever job you're doing it very well. You're a master, have mastery in those things, okay? So if you're a mother, I believe that you're a very nice mother, or a very accomplished woman, okay? Like, if you're a man, you're a very accomplished man. okay, that way. Why I see you that way is because I have a relationship with you, okay? Like, I have a relationship, perhaps we're friends, we are not really romantically involved, or it's like we are romantically involved, but it's more like an arranged situation, or it's like friends, or it's like we've grown up together, okay? With the King of Wands, it's more like perhaps I'm this type of person, so I'm more like the type that's more like passion driven, where it's like social, man or female. Okay, I could be a fire sign, or you could be a fire sign. But then again, this one, it's more about me, okay? Whatever you're here for, I might be a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries, or have heavy placements like that. I have placements like that. It doesn't need to be fire sign all the time. But then again, I really like just how, you know, accomplished and masterful you are, okay? That way. Okay, that's because I know you, or I like you, or we're friends. Okay, or we grew up together, that way. Now, the challenge here with the Six of Wands is to kind of, well, I could be your husband as I could be your wife here, okay, because I'm talking family environment too, okay, sometimes. You could not be necessarily together. Your friend, but then again, perhaps this person does like you a bit. Okay, for a teeny 5%, your person likes you, but they're conflicted over, like, if I like you like a crush, or I like you like a friend. Okay, if this is more married situation, it's more like your husband sometimes wants your attention, this one. But because you're a busy mother, or you're a busy father, it's more like you're kind of focused elsewhere, so I want your focus on me, okay? Like, I want the relationship to kind of be passionate and, you know, sometimes go over the conflicts, that kind of flow. And with the King of Swords in the initial, I know you're a very truthful woman or truthful man, okay? You have very bold and, like, you know how to use your words, or your tongue is very long, okay? Like, you kind of know how to speak, or like you talk a lot, but then again, that's not a really issue. It's just that sometimes those words you use, like, make me feel like I need to kind of like dig a hole under me and just go down and hide there a bit sometimes, okay? It's that flow. You make me feel that way, okay? Na 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 na. I don't know, like when I'm channeling a song, you make me feel something of the sort. Anyways, with Eight of Wands, it's more like I'm more passion driven, or I kind of see you as a very passionate mother, or passionate father, or passionate girl, or guy, or friend of mine, okay? Like, any crazy things, you're down for it, so I kind of like it that way, okay? So even if you're a mother, you're a father, whenever there's something passionate like soccer and sports, or it's like bringing the kids somewhere, or traveling, and it's like hiking perhaps, or biking, or anything of the sort, perhaps you could be very active physically as you don't need to be. But then again, whenever there's an event, or there's social events, you're always like, let's do this, there's a lot, you're quick on your toes, perhaps. This one, it's like a trait that they like, or they see this inside of you, okay? Like on physical level, you're very active, you're physically active, you're bold, you kind of see through people, okay? You see through my bullshit also, okay? There's no real bullshitting, but then again, deep down, I'm convinced you're a very nice person, okay? Although you have that Godzilla side to you, or that Kali side to you, which is intent, okay? It's like those big eyes, and it's like come down on us, okay? Whoever it is, on me, whoever I am here for, you're here for. And then in the near future, with the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Swords, it's more like after those lashing out, it's like, I still know you like me, okay? I still know we're friends, I still know I'm your husband or your wife. It's just like this is how they see, okay? So it's more like you're a normal human being, but you're a very nice person. You're a warm-hearted person, but then again, it's like, I know your patterns, perhaps. That's like, I've grown up with you, or I live with you, this one, okay? like, I know you're moody perhaps, but it's not really the flow here. It's more like you do collaborate a lot, okay? Like, I see you as a very collaborative person. You know what to do at the right time and how to manage a situation. Even the situations where it's like, I couldn't deal with it, you're able to deal with it, okay? That kind. Mother, father, friend, best friend, sibling, girl or guy that they have, like, might have a crush, only 5%. The rest, it's more like colleagues, co-workers, and all that kind of stuff, okay? So that was it, pile 1, okay? So pile 2, whoever chose Night Sun, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So pile 2, let's see how this person sees you, okay? What's their opinion? Do they judge you? How they judge you? So you have Apocalypsis. My second intense pile. Okay. What was the spirit animal here? Scorpio. Okay, this one is definitely like intense vibes. This one, okay, like Scorpio there. Let me see. Okay, internal card, Scorpio. Okay, so you might have a magnetic side to you, okay? Because I kind of always channel Scorpio females or males. They have this very, like, intense look. Or sometimes they have intense eye contact. Or even if it's not, they're not doing it intense. Like, they're not doing that intense staring contest with you. They're not aware, let's say, that they're doing it. Many people, whenever it's like the scorpionic energies, that we kind of think that they're flirting with us, but necessarily they're not. It's just their magnetism, you know? They might be aware of it as not, okay? The ones that are more aware, you sense it. There's a more intense awareness in the eyes, and it's more intenser than it should be. Instead, when they're not aware, it still looks intense, but then again, there's something missing in the flow. Okay, so there's like 2 distinct ways to kind of distinguish. One is very intensely done, okay? Like, intensely done is I'm doing it knowingly, okay? The one that's more intense, but then again, like, something's off, then they're not consciously, intentionally doing it. It's more like they were wandering and you just kind of had an eye contact and then they kind of looked somewhere else. But they're more intense people in general, okay? I'm not saying this is a Scorpio, but the flow, it's like, I think you are intense like Scorpio, okay? So you might have magnetism. You are magnetic as for this one, or they might be attracted to you. They think that perhaps you are interested in them. This one could be that way. Because when I have Scorpio, I always channel eye contact, okay? Like, that's the number one thing I channel, okay? The eye contact or the intensity or the, you know, like, emotions are a bit high, okay? So I could consider you a very emotional person, or I think you're a very emotional person. I also channel that you're a grudge type of person, okay? So it's like you keep the grudges. You don't forgive that easily. Or it's like you're an eye to an eye type of person. So you did this to me, I'll do it to you. That way. Okay, so it's more like, I don't want to say you don't think well of people, perhaps. Because it can go that way also. But this one, we're just going to keep the flow going. Okay? Because you might manifest those things. It's like you don't cut the tie, cut the karma with the people. You kind of keep going and manifest more messy situations a bit. If you're more like grudgy, and it's like if you go grudgy all the time, you're gonna manifest something grudgy, and it's like you're not gonna forgive people, and it's like you do things and you do things and you do things, and then afterwards it's like things become such a big mess. But then again, I cannot say anything, because for me, it's like I would cut the tie. Before, I used to kind of go very, very deep on grudge, and it's like I kind of wish to kind of curse people even. Like, I wanted them to kind of see it and learn it, blah, blah, blah. But then again, I used to kind of face the karma of doing it because I'm in that mood of always wishing bad from people. Okay, so like for some of you, it's very like grudgy. Okay, like I think that it's like people should not play with you. People should not even interact with you if it's not attraction wise. Okay, so this one, it's more like there's an element of people don't want to play with you. People don't want to be friends with you because more like you kind of like lash it out, or you don't take bullshit, and if they do certain stuff, you do it back to them, which is definitely fair and square, right? So it's more like you have to understand how you're treating me, and you kind of make it like a lesson, perhaps, this one. But how do they see you? For some part, there is attraction because I channeled attraction, okay? Like, Scorpio people are attractive for me, okay? They are attractive. They go very deep. Not all Scorpios like to talk about themselves, but they are a bit, you kind of might be very, I'm not gonna say self-centered, but self-important, okay? So I kind of think you're that way. Even though I don't always, like, Scorpio doesn't give me that vibe, okay? Let me create Celtic spread first so that I can kind of, like, direct my thoughts to specific flow, because I'm saying things based on channeling here. Grudge is one thing I kind of channeled. But magnetism is here, okay? So you have the 9 of, yeah, this one could be a suitor, okay? Like, this person, yeah, the judge, yeah. And you have the Queen of Pentacles. The reason why it's the 8 of Cups. You have the 10 of Cups in the initial. You have the 2 Swords in reverse. And you have the Page of Wands. You have the 9 of Wands energy in reverse in the present moment. And in the near future, you have the Hermit card. So how do I see you? You're a woman or a man that's very intense. You kind of face things very intensely. Okay, so you're straightforward for sure. Okay, your straightforwardness is also, and your awareness and your consciousness. It's like one eye contact from you, I feel like there's all this eyes looking at me, okay? So it's more like you analyze me, you overanalyze me, you kind of look deep inside me. It's like that, okay? Overall, I see you as someone who doesn't wanna love that much. You're a bit on the defensive, okay? But overall, you could be someone like I'm a big fan of, perhaps. I am a big fan of you, okay? Like, this one, it's a bit like your wish fulfillment, or you're very cute, okay? These characteristics, I find them cute a bit. What else can I say? This one, I like you, okay? Overall, I also, like, I sense this person does like you. Okay, but the challenge here is more like adapting to your flow, adapting to your personality, adapting to you. It's like, it's like I need to spend more time with you, this one, so that I can feel more comfortable. Because this one, it's more like I haven't gotten used to your gazing inside of me, or your intensity, okay? I like your intensity, though. Okay, I like the fact that you're very intense. It's just that me here, I need to adapt to you. Okay, because you have the Justice card, which is your energy. Okay, it's more the challenge here is your gaze or your analytical mind. Okay, like getting to know me, and I need to kind of feel like I'm not needing to hide myself. Okay, I like it. It's not that I don't. It's just that it's. I feel like you see through me. This one. You see through me. So whatever, however I see it, I see you seeing through me. My challenge is to kind of like feel comfortable with the element being naked with you. This one. Definitely, if you're a Scorpio here. If you're a Scorpio, definitely it's that gaze. It's more like you look inside of me. It's like if I'm lying, you kind of see it also. That way a bit. And you have a very sexual vibe to you. This is Scorpio. It's like, I know you're very sexual. Okay, like there's a, perhaps it could be also that because you're sexual, okay, or there's something sexual about you, or there's something that ignites something sexual inside of me. So it's more like it's a burden for me to kind of, you know, be turned on by you with your presence. It could be that way also, okay? This one, because there's many ways, okay? Specifically with eye contact, you can do many stuff, okay? Like eye contact like this. And if it's more sexual tension, this is a man or this is a woman. If I was the woman here, if based on how comfortable I am with you, I'll stay, okay? And I'll kind of like indulge in the sexual tension, perhaps. But not everybody's comfortable with that, okay? Or it's like comfortable with because sometimes even if you're not aware, okay, and if you're sexy, okay, for Scorpios, you guys are known for being sexy, okay? There's something like like dangerous about you for sure. But this one, it's more danger zone or dangerous Akon song, okay? Like, she's so dangerous or he's so dangerous kind of flow. But I don't feel that much sexual vibes unless you know this one was like keep staring at you, okay? If I was sexually drawn to you, it's either I blushed a lot, either I was fidgeting a lot, either if I'm a guy, I used to play with my socks a lot, okay? Like my socks, a lot, yes. So that way. With the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Swords and the Page of Wands, how I see you, okay? Like, I see you as someone that could be a very, like, could give me happiness, okay? Like, it's either you're a happy, fulfilled person, but, or on a physical level, you show that you're very fulfilled and emotionally happy, but deep down underneath, you have that, like, secretive side to you, which is completely normal. And with the Page of Page of Wands, it's more like you're the passionate type of woman or man also, but you like to kind of explore your passion, okay? I see you that way. And the middle section with the 9 of Wands, it's more like internally, I know you're the type that's more secretive and you secretly work on your little projects, or it's like you kind of are always busy overall focusing on your stuff. And then in the near future with the Hermit card, it's more like you're more isolated, and it's like you see me or I see you from time to time. I know you see me, but then again, you're always on your own pathway. Okay, so this could be a suitor of yours, as it doesn't need to be. It's just that you are very magnetic as per them. But what they understood from you is that you're a person that is very fulfilled on a physical level. You're happy, perhaps. You are happy. But you have an intensity to you and you're sensitive. And it's like you keep grudges for some part. And you're more secretive, okay? And my challenge with the Queen of Pentacles perhaps is to kind of be reliable or make you trust me more. That kind of flow, okay? The challenge here is to kind of make you trust me more, or I need to be more reliable, or you need to be more reliable, or I need to get used to you that way, okay? So This one, it could be someone that's attracted to you, or someone that finds you to be, it could be that, okay, like 45% the person does like you, okay, but it doesn't need to be romantic, this one, because the more I'm reading, there's a flow of, yes, there is romance, or yes, there is sexual tension, or yes, there is, I like you, this one, I like this intensity of yours, okay, so I could be a girlfriend of yours, like a friend potential, or I could be a man or a female, but this is very initial, okay, like it's initial flow, as if like I don't know you that much, and even if we converse, I need to get used to your gazing inside of me, that analytical, I don't know why I'm saying analytical, it's that intensity that goes inside, it goes in deep inside me, okay, that flow. I don't know if you're aware this is how you are, as you don't know this about yourself, but for some part, if there was sexual tension and this was a man or this is a woman, there's more blushing involved, there's more, your person had to blush somehow, okay, and if it's not the shy type, because your flow is coming more direct to me, okay, there's an intensity, there's a stare, there's a goes inside, it's more deeper, okay, so based on how comfortable I am in keeping that eye contact and allowing the emotions to kind of take over, because with eye contact, and if this is more apocalypse and Scorpio, there's emotions steered inside, okay, because you yourself might be very emotional, and based on how you're feeling, be it you're kind of sexually drawn to this one, or there's an element of attraction you feel, it's like it comes in the eyes and it kind of stimulates it inside. That's why it's like whenever you have eye contact with people, some people want to avoid it, some people want to keep it, and some don't know how to face it, but they want to get used to it, okay, they just need to find that comfort with the intensity of the eyes, because it's not just one eye, okay, it's several eyes, as if like it's not just the glimpsing you're doing, even if you're doing a glimpsing for you, it's just a glimpse for you, but for people it might be something like looking inside, okay, like a loop inside, okay, it's not even one, it's more like several loops looking inside. And be it how attractive you could be, okay, because you might have a sex appeal, you might be aware of it or not, or your eyes manifest itself in the form of sexual tension, be it you're aware of it or you're not, okay, so there's that flow here, okay, so this is how they see you, okay, you're very sexual, perhaps dangerous, Akon song, okay, she's so dangerous, that's the flow, or he's so dangerous, like if it's a he, I'm talking about you or a he, then just kind of turn it in the form of like, we're kind of like saying the lyrics for a man here, okay, and women are like thinking that way, or this person's thinking that way, I could be male as I could be female. For some, it's really not romantic. It's more like you're a woman or a man that has that gaze, okay? Like that gaze that's magnetizing. I could be not interested in you as a potential, as I could be, okay? But if I am, I'm initial energy. I'm not used to your gazing yet, okay? Like I need to find my comfort zone there, okay? And for some, you do have an impact on them, okay? Like my feet are becoming numb, but then again I started trembling, which means that it's more like they get turned on a bit, okay? So that way, okay? It's exciting. That's the word. It's exciting. Okay, so you can keep on doing it or not. It's up to you. Well, this one. So if you want to stimulate this one more to see if there's more blushing, if there's more hiding a bit certain stuff, or it's like fidgeting with the socks, I don't know why I'm channeling this. If you're a female here and for guys, it's more like they fidget with their socks. It's like they touch their socks all the time. Or it's like, I don't know what else they do. But this one, it's more like blushing. The ears are a bit like red. There's this awkward like gazing with the mouth a bit like shy. It's like, you know, that way. Oh. And some like look at your eyes and then they look somewhere else. Okay, it's more like with the hands like this. It's more like this. It's more like I'm not sure if I should do it, or it's like, and this is a zone we touch whenever we're turned on a bit. Okay, or we're a bit worried, or we're extra cautious. Okay, we're very aware of the body. Okay, that way. Now I'm kind of like comfortable. Okay. So that's it, pile 2. I hope it resonated. I hope it kind of gave you some awareness. And you can practice more in it, okay? Specifically if you guys have heavy Scorpio placements, you can use it to your benefit, okay? As it could be a blessing or a curse, okay? You'll know. There's two sides to every story, and there's two sides to every strength element, as it could have the equal opposite effects. It's a wheel of fortune always. Things always change. Same thing could give you a certain outcome, as the same thing can give you the opposite outcome that you didn't expect, okay? So always expect the unexpected, I guess. Now, that's it, pile 2, okay? Now, pile 3, whoever chose Dancing in the Dark. I wanted to say Dancing in the Rain again, but I don't know. So let's see how your person sees you, okay? Like, what's my opinion of you, or how I kind of, what type of girl or guy you are. Mother figure, sibling, childhood friend, perhaps, or friend. Could be something good as it could be something bad, okay? But you will be the judge of that. You know better than me, for sure. Okay, you're the one that met the person in person, okay? You know how they are, okay? If you follow your intuition and your own discernment, you will know if whatever I'm reading for you is gonna resonate or not, okay? Center yourself, okay? So, trust yourself also. Trust. I'm not saying go in that element of what you believe in. Trust. Take a breathe in and breathe out. Calm your mind, okay? Empty the mind also. And silently go back to that moment of interactions with your person. How they talk with you, how they interact with you, what questions they gave you, what were their facial expressions like. Was that always positive, or was it always negative, or was it always defensive? Can kind of say a lot about your person, okay? Okay. So what animal I kind of connect you with? So you have the turtle in reverse. So you're a sweet person, okay? You're very sweet. Even cute, I'll say, okay? But you're slow. Not with your emotions, Joe. You're slow on a more grounded level, okay? So grounding elements, you're not really fast moving. But emotion-wise, or display of emotions, or feeling emotions, or emotional intelligence are not really like, you're not slow in those things. It's more easy for you. You flow easily with emotions. So I'll kind of say you're a sweet person. You're more slower on a grounded level, but emotion-wise, you're very fast. You understand people's emotions very fast. You're compassionate in some way. You do have a hard shell, so it's like you need to grow on people perhaps, or you need to kind of trust people to kind of interact with them perhaps. this is how I see you, okay? So what's the archetype? You have the comic. This card is not one of my favorites. I'm gonna say it. Because I don't like this card, okay? The comic, it's like that jokester vibe. It's more like you need a crowd. It's like everything looks perfect, then again inside you don't, kind of like might not be as happy and perfect how you can, like, as you show yourself to be. So perhaps on a physical level you have a certain jokester vibe to you. It's more like you're a jokester, you like to play the fool a bit. Crowd wise, just to kind of like fool people a bit. But deep down underneath, I kind of know that you have a certain emotional intelligence to you. You're wise. You're in your own business, okay? Like, you don't meddle into other people's, no, like, you don't meddle in other people's businesses, this one, okay? So there's that flow here. You don't meddle in other people's businesses, okay? You don't put your nose into other people's problems. You don't do this kind of stuff. You're more like an acquaintance type of vibe. You keep it cool, perhaps, surface level, but you know deep down what's happening, okay? So you're the type that's more conscious. As per this person, the person thinks that you kind of are social. You have a more, on a social level or on persona level, you're more like the comic type of person. You kind of make the jokes. You kind of try to make things look good, perhaps, but deep down underneath, perhaps, it's not really who you are. It's just the persona you take. It's like wearing a mask, okay? So wearing a mask is not really bad, okay? It's just everybody uses masks every time, every day. We're not aware. We think that we have a certain, like, authenticity to us, but then again, if we really go deeper, it's just a question of how you present yourself. So this one, on a physical level, you don't meddle in other people's businesses. It's like when you need to take the attention, you kind of make it pleasurable and you make it fun, okay? But it's not really your personality per se, okay? Your identity, it's not even your individuality, okay? You have a certain way you present yourself, and who you really are is more like you have your own pathway. You do understand people's emotions. It's not that you don't. It's just that you don't want to kind of, I'm not going to say it's fake. It's just that you keep it at a distance. This one. You're social. You're there. You participate. It's just that as per this person, you're more uninterested. Genuinely, okay? Like, in other people. It's like you kind of, I don't know how to say it. This is how it is, okay? This one, as per this is how it is. I will not repeat myself. Okay, so how do I see you? You have the Knight of Swords. So you're not the type of person that likes to waste their time, okay? Like, you don't like to waste your time. And you don't like your time wasted either, okay? And I was gonna say rash a bit. That's the word I channeled, though. Internally more rash. I might contradict myself, but I'm just gonna go with my intuition, okay? With the Eight of Swords, the challenge here. I might be conflicted over you. Could be that way. The reason why it's that way is the Ace of Pentacles. This person might want to give you a try. You have the Ace of Wands in reverse with the Four of Cups energy. This is about your personality, okay? This one, it could be, you have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and you have the Six of Pentacles. Whoever this is might want to kind of give you a try, okay? Like the Ace of Pentacles is my energy, okay? Whoever I am. Because I'm seeing it this way. Why I'm seeing it this way is because I want to give you a try. With the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, I might have lost an opportunity. You just take it the way it is, okay? I'm just gonna read. With the Knight of Swords is that you're rash or you're like unpredictable by nature overall. Or it's like you're always in the go, okay? Which is overall why you don't meddle in other people's businesses, because you're always in the go. And I want to give you a try, but then again, my challenge is that I'm a bit conflicted on how am I gonna entrap you here, okay? Like, how am I gonna, like, tie you up and have your attention on me, perhaps, this one. Because your attention doesn't seem to be really focused on me, okay? Interesting. So with this one, you guys will know, okay? With the initial energy being the Ace of Wands and the Four of Cups, it's like this is about your personality. It's more like you're the type that definitely is unpredictable. And I also know that you're a bit lonely, but you don't seem to want anything that way. In the initial, in the middle, it's more like I kind of know that you have a very good connection internally. Like you're the type that communicates with yourself. Or you could be someone that likes solitude. It's not loneliness, the word. It's more like solitude. But with the Four of Cups energy there, I see you as someone who's a bit sad, or it's like wounded, or it's like, I know you're passionate. It's just that how am I going to kind of like make you see me, perhaps? I don't know this one. It's like perhaps like I see you as not being interested, or I see you always on the go. So it's like, how am I gonna kind of like make you conflicted over me? Like how am I gonna make you feel conflicted? It's like I want your attention on me, perhaps, but this one it's more like you're social on a surface level only, which means that you're not like invested in people all the time. Perhaps this one. I know you're very emotional. I know you're very slow on a grounded level. It's more like you don't ground the social relationships, perhaps this one. You'll know, okay? But emotion-wise, or people's emotions-wise, you understand it. But when it comes to me or like people, perhaps, this one thinks that you're not interested, or even if you were interested, no, you're not interested. You're a very passionate person for sure, but you're not interested when it comes to accepting emotions from people. It's more like you focus on things that make you feel happy, and you're okay with that. Even if there's an opportunity given to you for love, it's more like you don't see it. Perhaps the person needs to do more for you to see it, or that's what you expect from people. But then again, this one thinks that simply like you just don't want to. This is how they see you, okay? So with the Three of Pentacles, it's more like I believe that you're very good, like you're very internal perhaps. You kind of speak with yourself, or sometimes I've seen you speak to yourself, or it's like through your face perhaps. We kind of see that it's more internal. That way. It's more like your presence is there, but then again, your mind might not be there. Kind of flow. How can I express this? Through this person's eyes, it's more like I want you to be more interested in me. Or I want you to kind of see me, okay? But I'm thinking you're not seeing me that way. If I'm doing things, I don't know if you're seeing it, okay? Or if I'm not doing things, I'm just kind of believing that you don't see me that way. But I'm observing you, this one. This is more like an observer's vibe, a bit. And with the Six of Pentacles, it's more like I kind of know you're the type of person that I know this, perhaps. That you're more like an equal give and take. So it's more like, say, if I do something to you, you give me the... It's just interaction work. It's like if people speak to you or people say hi to you, just say hi to them. There's no real element of like flirting with them. There's no real element of... I don't want to say asking them on a date. This one is just, you're very stable, or at least you're like more older or more mature than other people. I know you're wise, okay? It's not flow. But then again, you seem not interested in me. Or in people, in social settings. You're just there for the sake of society, and then you just go on your journeys, or go on your, like, you work on your projects. You're always in the go, okay? Like, you're always doing something, that kind. I want you to kind of stay stuck and be conflicted over me, or stay stuck and talk with me, or see me for who I am, perhaps. That's for this one. I don't know how they expect you to kind of see them, but this one, they feel like not seen by you. And even if they were to do certain stuff, you'll just equally give them back the thing, so that you can have that equal give and take. And that's it. So it's all one-sided. I'm one-sidedly having a crush on you, or one-sidedly wanting you to see me. That kind, but you don't see me. Even if you're pretending to see me, or you're doing it, it's just for social sake. There's nothing more connected to me. Okay, so this one, it's more like a suitor, perhaps. You'll know. Yeah. It's either a friend, that person that wants to be your friend, or it's a person that wants you to give them a try. But they feel like you don't see them. But I don't know if they put the action as per what you're expecting or not. Or you see it, they've tried it, it's just that you're really not interested. That way. Okay? So that's it. Now pile 4, whoever chose Golden Universal Tarot, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see how this person sees you. Well, golden is the word, okay? So, very golden. Okay, like I'm looking at the yellow color. So, golden person you are, perhaps. Shiny. You shine. You sparkle, this one, perhaps. Oh. Okay, let me see. I don't know. Ooh. Oh my god, nothing. I'm looking at the sun. Okay, so the sun is a very important thing, okay? Okay, we'll see. So you have the medallion. What type of archetype I would give to you? So you're very accomplished, or at least you want to be accomplished with the beaver. Okay, so hardworking, collaborative on a physical level, okay? So I don't know much about you perhaps, but I know you're an overachiever, or you're like a person that likes to kind of achieve stuff. Kind of are in the education, or it's like PhD, master's degree. If it's not master's degree, it's more like award winning, or it's like you're awarded or you're known for your field, okay, in your field, in your department, or you're like the type of person. If you're not any of those, it's more like you are someone that values trophies. You're someone that kind of is masterful, perhaps. You like to have mastery, or it's like you like to become a master in many stuff. Multi-talented, perhaps, can be the word. Beavers are very talented people. Beaver energy, it's an animal, definitely, but the spirit animal of beaver, it's like people with the beaver energy. It's definitely very architects. They're definitely, they know how to, it's like they're hardworking like shit. If you've seen like beavers work, it's like collaboration work, it's like building the house. It's definitely very masculine energy. It's the perfect masculine energy if you want to build a family, okay? So you could be a family man or family woman, or you're the type that's definitely a builder, okay? Like you like to build stuff, overachieve like that, and you make it happen. It's very like grounded energy. Creative and strategic thinker, creating the perfect tunnels and the maze and the labyrinth and all that kind of stuff, okay? So you might be a very perfectionist person. I see you as a perfectionist, but more than a perfectionist, you're a man or a woman that has experience, hardworking, and known in the field, or you're someone that aims for the best. Okay, that way. That's it. Now, Ace of Cups. Okay, so this is the type of person I consider you to be. Ace of Cups. Okay. Friendly, smiling. Look at this. Okay, so you smile all the time. You have a good smile. You're like very simple though. Okay, this one, it's like there's a simplicity to you. We like that. I like that for sure. This one here. And you have the Eight of Passions. I was gonna say Eight of Wands in reverse and the challenge. The reason why it's that way, it's the Knight of Wands energy. Whoever I am, I'm passionate about you. So you have the Two of Swords. You have the Page of Swords. Two of Swords, Page of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles, which definitely comes with a beaver, and the Page of Wands. Okay, so overall, what type of man or female you are? Very loving. I see you as a, because I don't know if this Ace of Cups is connected to whoever I am, okay? Like you like me, perhaps, this one. And how I see is that you like me. Why? Because you're passionate about me. We're gonna read it this way, perhaps, this one. Because the beaver is looking at me and smiling at me, okay? So, Could be that way. I'll read this flow, but then again, I have to give you another one, okay? Because I don't like to be self-centered like this. Okay, we're just gonna go with the flow, but then again, you take what you need. So the Ace of Cups connected to how I see is that you want to give me a try, perhaps. You're emotionally invested in me. That's how I see it. Why? So it's because you're passionate about me. The challenge here is that I should be passionate about you, or I should kind of be unpredictable here, connected to you. In the initial, it's more like how I saw you is more like you wanted to be blind to the emotions you felt towards me. In the present moment with the Page of Swords, it's more like you're invested elsewhere, or you're more like intelligent, or you're using your intelligence to kind of face me. I don't know, don't ask. In the near future, it's more like I don't see any actions connected to you. So I kind of see you as someone definitely working hard on your own field, or you're working hard on something you're passionate about, okay? So this one, it could be in the form of you confess something to me, and I know you'll like me, so it's like I know you're a suitor of mine, but then again, my challenge is to kind of be unpredictable, or like take the leap of faith, perhaps. Or it's like my challenge was that I was too quick in making the decision. Could be that way. And the initial, it's more like you acted like you didn't see it. Right now, it's more like perhaps you confessed to me, and you're kind of like learning about this truth of liking me. Could be that way. I don't know. This one. And in the near future, it's more like you're working hard on the things that you're passionate about. Now, I'm gonna try and give you a different like flow, perhaps. It's more like you're a very loving type of woman or man. Okay, you're the type that's always loving, or you're the type that always falls in love, perhaps, as per this one. You're a constant, hopeless romantic. Could be that flow. Why? So it's because you're definitely a young bachelor or bachelorette, okay? You're like single person. It's completely normal. And a challenge connected to how I see is that you're perhaps too impulsive. Could be that way. Or you're too quick, okay? Like you fall in love too quickly, perhaps, as per this one. In the initial, it's more like most of the time you're indifferent, or you don't see stuff properly, as per this one. When it comes to love, it can be that way. And it's more like you're the type of guy or girl that fights for what you kind of believe in, and you still work hard on it. So that's the way they see you, okay? They're definitely the beaver, this one. And with the medallion, it's more like, for sure, you're the type that works on things. Or at least as per this person, you're a workaholic. But you invest in things. You kind of build your own home. You make it more comfortable for yourself. You like luxury. You like, you like all the good things that come with life. It's like you're a happy-go-jolly type of person overall. It's like when you fall in love constantly, perhaps that's when you're a hopeless romantic, as it doesn't need to be. It's more like you fall in love and you fall out of love very fast, quickly, and all that kind of stuff, okay? So this is how they see you. Okay, for some of you, there's one that they know that you like them, perhaps you've confessed to them that way. And for some, it's not really that flow. It's more the flow where you're a constant, hopeless romantic, okay? You fall in love very fast as you can fall out of love. Or it's like you confess very fast to the people, and it's like once they kind of reject you, just move on. That flow. You're always on the move, but then again, you invest in things that you like, so you have that fulfilled element to you. You don't want to be in a relationship with someone who doesn't want to invest in it overall. So stuff that way. Okay? And for some of you, if you're a very fast like you have a tendency to fall in love very quickly. Your challenge here as per them is that you're too rash sometimes. Like you fall in love very quickly. That's the problem here. But if you can't control it, what can you do? Okay, so it's just this is your flow, okay? Like nobody can say anything or nobody can change anything for you. Okay, so that's how they see you, okay? So you will know. And now pile 5, whoever chose Tarot of Sexual Magic, welcome to your reading. So let us see, okay? Sexual Magic Tarot people, how this person sees you. Sorry guys, give me like 1 more minute. If you want you can fast forward, okay? But I think we're done. It's a bit like too late for me to say that. So what's the archetype? You have the Offering. I don't want to say you offer yourself too easily, but that's what I channeled. And you have the Dolphin Spirit. You're very cute though. Okay, so you're very compassionate overall. Offering could definitely be compassion, devotion. You're a very devoted person. We can go that way, but then again, I really don't know what I'm gonna have with the Sexual Magic, okay? I don't even know why I chose this one. So, how I see you is that you're more embarrassed. I see you as a person that's embarrassed. Whoa. You have Fancy. The Moon. The Moon card in Sexual Magic. Just, I can't like... Funny. Okay, so you have the reason why it's sacrifice and masturbation. Okay, so you have the Hanged Man, okay, with sacrifice, and the 4 of Swords for the masturbation card. Okay. In the initial, you have the King of Swords. So you have a bold side to you for sure. On physical level, at least you show yourself to be more like mental, perhaps. The middle section, you have the Ace of Wands. And in the near future, you have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, so you have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, okay? The World card. Well, I don't know if I'm attracted to you or not. Okay, this one, it's could be I'm attracted to you. It could be, but not really. Okay, not the way perhaps you think I am. Okay, because I magic, but the flow is more like you're embarrassed. Okay, so if you're a man here, it's more like you're embarrassed type of man. So it's like you kind of don't do the proper you don't, I can't even say that, can I? And can't say this for every gender, okay? Any orientation. There's a, it's like how they see is that you're embarrassed, okay? Like you don't face me head on. Me. You don't face me head on. Be it I don't allow you to face me, or it's like you wanna approach me, but then again, you're embarrassed of that. That way, okay? Male or female. It's either you're embarrassed, you kind of show your back, or it's like I show you my back, but you're not able to kind of like make me turn around and look at you kind of flow, okay? But how I see is that you're a very devoted and compassionate and beautiful person inside, okay? You're very beautiful, very tender-hearted, genuine, energetic, okay? It's cute like that, okay? You're very cute. I find you cute, for sure. Okay, like you're a cute girl or a cute guy, for sure. And very devoted to whatever you want. You're not afraid of sacrificing yourself. And servicing. Like you're in the service of many people. Okay, so it's either you're not afraid to service or like be humanitarian, this one. Okay, so I see you as a very humanitarian type of person. Well-intentioned and tender-hearted, compassionate. You kind of want to be good to people, just that when it comes to flirting, perhaps you're embarrassed, or it's like the challenge here is to allow yourself that that indulgence, like this. Look at this card. It's just like that way. Okay, so there's an orgy session here, but then again, it's more like water, okay? Like the water, if you really tap into water, it's very, very sensuous, okay? So it's like indulging in that oyster aphrodisiac-y kind of enchanted sensation. So this one, perhaps I see that you have a blockage connected to showing your real emotions, perhaps. But I know you're a very nice girl or guy. It's not that. It's just you're embarrassed overall. And you don't allow yourself to do sinful stuff, okay? So you're very virginal or innocent. But then again, it's like you're very service-oriented, okay? You volunteer a lot, this one. Kind-hearted overall. So, on a physical level, Joe, okay, like this one, you're kind-hearted and all overall connected to other people, but connected to me, perhaps you're more on guard, this one. Whoever this person is, they see you as you being on guard with them. More harsher or more like, a bit like, aggressive and mental connected to them. In the middle section with the Ace of Wands, it's more like how I see you. I see you as someone who might, okay, I don't know if this is a player who's kind of like looking at you and wanting to kind of taint you a bit. Like bring you to the dark side kind of concept. But perhaps you're aware of their player tendencies. you'll know that much, okay? So I don't want to kind of say this guy or this girl is a playerette or a player, but the flow is a bit that vibe, okay? So I still respect them, okay, guys? It's like still a human being at the end of the day. It's just that I'm kind of like a wolf looking at you, and I kind of see that you do know that I'm like a wolf. I kind of might want to eat you up. Okay, but I know that you're kind of like not the type of person that I can play with overall. From the start to the ending, I kind of see that I can't play with you. Even though you're a very devotional type of person, very service oriented, could definitely be a very good oral sex. It could be very good in oral sex. That's what they're seeing. Or they know this, but then again, they kind of like see you as a good catch, or they see you as someone they would want to kind of like sleep the night away. But then again, you will kind of be a bit cold-hearted towards them. Or I could kind of go more sexual here, okay? It could be that you will sleep with them, or if they're fantasizing doing certain stuff, okay? So this is a very dirty-minded person, okay? Like, if I'm a player here, or I'm just a man here, or we're going more carnal, like, energy, I'm kind of like thinking in the bed, perhaps you will kind of be good at fondling, or you'll be good at kneeling in front of me and servicing me overall, as I could be the King of Swords energy here, okay? So I kind of see myself as the type that's entitled to you. In the middle section, it's more like I will be fantasizing a bit about wanting to perhaps orgasm inside. This is a man, okay? This one, it's perhaps a man energy. I don't know. And you're a very virginal energy, okay? I could be a woman as I could be a man for any orientation, this one. But this is, you're a woman and this is a man I'm reading about. It's like the person's doing certain things to you, or they're thinking of doing certain stuff that could kind of be dangerous if you don't want to have children, okay? So they're thinking of wanting to taint you a bit, like cause a scandal, this one. And they'll know that you'll be the type that would be explorational. Okay, a dolphin is definitely very, like, they love to discover things. So you'll be mentally interested or mentally curious about exploring your own sexuality. Could be that way. Okay, so this is how this player or this playerette is kind of like evaluating your sexual journey, perhaps, or it's like what they're planning on doing sexually. Could be that way, okay? So this one is that one. I don't know how I'm reading about here. It doesn't need to be a player. It could be a man or a woman who's interested in you, okay? It could be more like interested for a one-night stand. As it could be like a potential that kind of... It could be a potential, because I'm kind of like, I bought myself a selenite ball, okay? Like, it's a huge ball, okay? It's for my channeling elements. But then again, sometimes I really need to ground myself when I look at it. But I want to kind of like practice with my intuition. So I'm gonna say this is a potential, even though it doesn't seem serious that much. Because I want to call this a player, but then again, I'm like looking at my crystal, so I'm not sensing player vibes though. Very interesting. Okay, so it's a man or it's a woman that thinks that you could be very interested in exploring sex with them. Or if they were to be your lover, they want to be your lover, this one. Okay? This is how they see you. Naked, perhaps. Okay? Or like with sex involved in their mind. Connected in their mind. Okay? So it's that flow. While they see you sexually, perhaps it could be that one, this one. Okay? So you're more embarrassed overall. I see you being embarrassed. But perhaps there's nothing for you to embarrass. You're like, there's nothing to be embarrassed about, and I want you to feel those emotions. I want you to kind of feel that, like, fancy energy. It's like, this one is a very, like, a man or a woman that wants you to kind of just release everything, okay? It's like that. Anyways, okay, so that's it for pile 5. I hope it resonated. I hope I gave you guys some kind of insight. If you want to dislike, comment down below. If you want private readings from me, please be very patient. I'm planning on going on a trip sooner or later. So if you write to me about private readings, I might not answer it in 4 or 5 days. But it's still good to kind of manifest it out there. So I will kind of keep in mind that there's whenever I will kind of have the time, I will definitely work on them. Just remember to read the description box with the terms of services. I'm a human being, okay? I'm not certified. I don't have any of those titles, okay? There's no expectations. If you really are drawn to asking me and you want me to do a reading for you, you can definitely approach me. But I say to you, I don't confirm stuff. I don't say yes or no. I don't say any of those things, okay? Sometimes if you have a question, but you're still asking for, like, the question with the details you give me, okay? So this one, it's more like you need to have that transaction ready with me. I don't kind of give free readings. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not benevolent like that. It takes immense energy from me. I can't give that out for free, okay? I already, like, give it on the channel, okay? This is definitely a passion of mine, okay? It's not a job for me. I do this because I love tarot, okay? Like, I do love tarot, I must say. Sometimes I do get lost, but it's a good tool for me. Till now. So I create a Celtic spread, and usually if I find that tarot might confuse you a bit, sometimes, most of the time, I kind of do a little 5 to 10 minutes in the intro of the video. Sometimes I don't do any intros. I just go back directly to the reading with the question, and I create the Celtic spread and I read to you for that time slot, which is definitely it. But for some part, if I feel like tarot will, because tarot is definitely a divinational tool, okay? I will go in a flow with tarot, okay? I'm gonna try being centered, but tarot, it's a maze, okay? So if you're kind of asking me about someone feeling a specific way, I'm just gonna go with the flow of tarot, with my intuition, okay? Which means that it's not necessarily how I really think and how I discern necessarily, because I'm using tarot as a tool to kind of answer you, okay? I'm giving the insight, perhaps, that tarot wishes me to kind of tell you. The deck you will choose or the deck you want me to choose, okay? So if you kind of don't have a deck in mind, you can write to me. Any deck will do. I don't care. But it's important when you kind of read, you can tell me the time slot. You can tell me the deck you want, okay? For some part, you have to tell me the deck. If you're drawn to a deck. If you're not really, you can tell me I don't really care about the deck. You can go with it intuitively, and then you can give me details, okay, which are important for me to know, at least so that I can give you a more palpable reading. Because when I'm going with tarot, I can channel anything and you're just gonna take what I'm gonna say. Instead, if you kind of get over the judgment, because at this point in my life, even though it seems like I judge, I don't judge, okay? Even if I'm saying things, I want you to kind of remember when you're seeing me, I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to kind of discriminate you. Whatever I say to you, I say it to myself, okay? So remember those elements, okay? So there's nothing for you to be ashamed of. Even if I will insult the person, I will kind of like degrade the person perhaps, or I will put the person on the pedestal as per what flow I will go in. It could resonate as it does not, okay? But that's how it goes, okay? This is all gambling work. I just want you to know. If you want private readings, it's all gambling, okay? So I will not lie to your face, and I am gonna charge that amount, okay? And I will say you knew better when you kind of came to me, okay? So it's not a question of I want you to kind of feel tricked here. It's not that. It's when you come to me, you have made the reflections. You're not having any expectations from me, okay? Because I'm doing this passion-wise. I would not have made this available. I'm not passionate about it, okay? So it's not something that will cause a problem in my life, nor is it gonna cause a problem for your life, okay? That's how I manifest it. I don't want it to be a problem. I want it to be a solution. But then again, if you don't understand the solution, or if you don't understand the insight or the messages, then I cannot do anything about it. Okay, because I was 100% in that flow. Okay, so I have nothing else to tell you, basically, if you want it more than that. Also, I'm not the type that, like, texts. I'm not the type that writes. If you want me, I kind of like always read, okay? It's not that I don't read. I read what you write to me, but overall, I want this to be more that kind of element, okay? You can definitely write to me. You can definitely tell your story, 100%. But then again, I will just kind of like, you know, I will say that you can stay strong in the situation, which is definitely 100% true. Any situation, the answers are always inside, okay? Be it it's an external, it's outside of you, you can tame it inside. If you tame it inside, if you have that element of mastery inside, nothing will definitely influence you the way it's out of your control. Perhaps it's too difficult to understand that right now, but it's important to know. I went through it. And there's a lot of things that sometimes it's a practice. You have to practice to kind of like not give up on yourself. Practice self-love. Practice release of other people's negativity. And taming your mind and not think too much all the time, because sometimes it manifests itself in a specific flow. So always focus on the things that make you happy, things that you want to do, and not to focus on how you should not do these things. Focus more on why you should do those things. Right now in the moment, why you should do it, no matter what the consequences are. There's always solutions. It's just that first step, walking there. Do that crazy thing. Okay, so that flow. Okay, so that's it. I hope it resonated. I was hoping that it would be fun. So here it is. Have a good day, guys. See you next time. Bye.